Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines Green Cities. Yes, we are progressing very well with this city of ours. We have a very nice big tailback over here that we have to deal with, which I'm quite excited to do. And I have been checking out the workshop, and really there's already popping up some very cool kinds of roads with the new road editor, like the 4-lane with bus lanes, 4-lane with tram track, and so on. So these are pretty cool. Anything else that's pretty decent in here? So we've got some boulevards with bus lanes, boulevards with 4-lane tram boulevard with bike lanes, medium monorail and tram road, kinds of stuff like that. And I'm sure we're going to use one of those very cool new roads on this busy one over here. So first things first, solving this issue. At the moment, it really does seem like it's one big stream of traffic into this area, whether that's people moving in for the first time, that it's actually a tailback that won't last, all those kind of things I'm sure is probably part of it. But we always wanted to actually produce an additional access point over here. And the two roads that I want to connect that access point onto is this one to feed all the way through that way, and also probably this one over here just as the main road. This could potentially be the central road that runs through this whole thing over here. So how are we going to do that? Let's pause it just for a second and let's have a look. What are we going to do with this? Look, for now I believe it's just going to be a small road. And the question really is, in my mind, do we allow it to feed traffic back? And I think we do. I think what we do is we do allow it to feed traffic back. So what we'll do is we'll offset it a little bit from here, and we kind of almost feed it straight into this one. Actually, do we just run this one straight over here? Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Oh, this is not the road that I wanted to build. Well, now you can see it anyway. So see, that's the tram track bus lane road, which this one could... No, I don't think this one will be that in the future. So that's a bit of a mess up on my side. Forgot I had the wrong road selected. What I'll also do is I will most certainly tie those two together like that. That's going to be the main movement in there. We could actually even zone this a little bit further, but yes, that's not too big a mess in terms of intersections over here. What I'm then do is I'm going to grab the highway connections, and what we're going to need to do is actually that might not be exactly right. So if I do this at around 45. Excellent, so that's pretty cool. And let's Anarchy that one just for a tad and see how that works for us. That actually works quite well. I might squeeze, play around with it a little bit on Move It over here. And what I also could do is I could actually make this little section over here a 2-lane, which I might do. To do that, so let's grab Move It and see if we play around with this a little bit. I don't want to mess around with it too much. Oh, there you go, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Oops, wrong button. Get rid of Move It. So there you go, that's the Move It operation right over there. What I'm gonna do over here is I am exactly gonna do that. I'm gonna go with the 2-lane highway. I'm gonna upgrade this section from there. I'm going to grab Move It again, and we'll just... Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. How do you... Okay, hang on. Can I undo... Yeah, I can undo that. How do I... actually, it's this and that. Hang on. That and that. and then no, hang on. I keep forgetting how you do this. There you go, and then we just move that a little. Actually, that's not actually working. That's not quite what we had in mind here. Maybe what we should be doing is actually just moving the one side and even pulling this out there a little bit, something like that. And then that one feeds in there. On this side, what we do is we do that arrangement, and we kind of mess around with this a little bit over here. Yeah, something like that. It's not perfect, but it's kind of what we had in mind. I keep doing that. Kind of what we had in mind. Then let's just grab the traffic president, and we'll quickly do our connections over here. There and there and there and there, and this is well back. There's still plenty of room to make that get back in there. This thing, I don't think there's any requirement for us to do so, but I'm gonna do it just in case things get wonky over here. There we go. I don't think we need to do anything over here though. But I'll just make sure again we don't have stuff getting wonky. The other thing I wanted to double check quickly is our speed. So what I'm thinking is this section probably needs to start slowing down a little bit. Alright, so let's slow down this piece of road over here just to allow that interaction to occur. This one over here, I'm probably just going to pop that down to 60. And that's going to be fine. I don't think there's any requirement for access control over there. And there we go. So that is our access point. Let us see. That actually does this quite well. This is a little bit of a tight turn. So actually what I'm going to do, and I know this is me being a little bit more pedantic over here, because we've kind of already fixed this thing. Alright, I don't necessarily think we're going to improve that much more than that. Alright, this one probably need to do a little bit of the same thing over here. So let's see about about how we accommodate that. I don't want to mess around with this too much though. I'm not going to spend hours to try and sort things out like this, so I'm thinking that kind of arrangement is probably sufficient, especially if we tie it in a little bit like so. There you go. That's not perfect. Let me give it another little bit of a tweak over here, something like that. So Robin Street is giving us this access point over here. It's not as smooth as it should be on a highway connection, but it'll work nonetheless. So there we go, and let us open that up and see how quickly we're going to start getting some traffic making its way down this little street over here. So immediately it starts getting busy. Eventually what we can do is we can actually throw that one over to the other side. Oh, you know what I should do? I've actually got some road assets for this that I should probably make use of. Let's do that. I'm gonna be a little bit more pedantic, and we're gonna take this stuff out again. We're gonna tie it like that. So what I'm gonna do here, I don't want this thing to go back too far. So let's do that. I've got the decent stuff over here. So if that is the case, let's this needs to have what? What is the issue with that? What's going on? Hang on, let's have a look. Have a look. Anarchy. Snap Anarchy is Anarchy. Toggle road Anarchy. So road Anarchy is now on. So now my understanding is that this should work. Why is that distance too short? Huh? That's weird. That's extremely weird. Thought that should be working. Let's try. what? 3 into 4. So 2, actually 2 into 3. Okay, let's, I'm not sure, not sure if this is on the, how this will work. Oh, you know what? I forgot that there's some kind of funny thing happening with, yeah, this is not actually what we wanted. See, there's something funny with the, with how that stuff gets set up. So I'm not a big fan of this. So this is actually the one that we're after. Right, so if we do that kind of thing, and if we do the other way, ooh, hang on, no, that's not the other one, that's not the one we want, this is the other one. So a 3 into, there we go, this is the other one. This is the other one like that. That looks a little bit weird, but anyway, we'll see about sorting that out. So let me grab the 2 lane and we'll extend the connection through there. So that works. Now let's grab the 1 lane, and I just want to make sure that what we do is we tie that in like so. Actually, this looks pretty damn decent, I must say. That is actually what we're after. That is actually what we're after. But this does look funny. This kind of stuff that I'm seeing over here looks a little bit funny. I'm kind of wondering if we play around with this just a little, if we can get something that looks a little bit more genuine. Something like that. It looks horrid. That's about as close as we're going to get it. On this side, we just wanted to, there we go. I think that, keep doing that, stop doing it. That looks good. The Ashland Highway, it's a little bit wonky still over here. I'll just do a little bit more, see if I can squeeze it a tad bit more. Oh, now it's, ooh, that's perfect. That is perfect. But now it's the, Phillips Highway all the way through. That is perfect. I love it. The only thing that I'm gonna do still is try and tweak that a little. That looks very good. At the same time, we'll see about, yeah, there we go, extend that. That is exquisite. Exquisite, maybe not, maybe a bit tough to say exquisite, but this is what we're going to do now. So this guy goes in there, this guy goes in here. Indiana, is that the Indiana Jones Highway? That is, oh, Anna Jones. Indiana Jones. Love it. Gotta love it. There we go. This is a super cool highway connection right there. What you're seeing over here is how a highway connection would look like in reality. So let's just make sure that we tie all of that together. Then we can actually put a bridge over here in the future, and this can be the start of an interchange as and when we need it. Let's have a quick double check of our speeds. Again, I'm gonna move us down to 80 over here, just because of all the interaction that we're dealing with. Perfect. So Anna Jones, and then there's a section of Phillips Highway, and then it's Anna Jones again. Crazy. And this I'm gonna slow down around the corner, slow it, and speed it up. Perfect. There we go. So there you go. Now let's get this up and running again. Now we'll see a lot of cars easily slipping their way down there, slowing down and making their move into this district. And now there's a movement this way and that way, and it looks pretty good. And I'm hoping that what that'll do is it'll clear that traffic right up, because we're really getting most of the traffic to come in here now. Perfect. Any cars coming out this side? Yeah, we've got a bit of traffic coming this direction to join up over here, and I'm guessing that they're actually making their turns into this direction. Good stuff. So hopefully this is going to sort itself out. Yeah, that's the tailback. That's the end of the tailback over there. We've alleviated that quite significantly by providing an extra access point over here. A decent highway access point that can also fill up this area. So we still have a lot of demand for residential. So I thought what I'd do, what I thought I might do is I might actually make sure that we extend our residential offering a little bit over here. But on the other hand, I also don't want to mess up this area too much, so there's just a little bit more of an expansion over here. What I should probably do is, since this is now a bit of a more main road, given that we've connected straight on from the highway, I should probably make sure that there's a through connection that runs through here, and that's going to be it for now. At some point I might connect it all. It'll probably connect all the way to the end over there. But yes, this is probably going to become a bit of a stronger road right here. Okay, since we still have a pretty decent demand for industrial, I was thinking maybe we should extend the industrial area a little bit. Should we make our move onto this side over here, get a bit more traffic going on over here, and see this area? Yeah, maybe that's what we should do. So if we go back to these blocks, right? Yeah, we can't. So what we could do, I'm not sure about buying this tile though. If we buy this tile, do we have money? Money is pretty decent. And then we can buy that tile, right? So there you go. So this is kind of, ooh, and we're not going to be able to run through there though. Ooh, that is an interesting one. So let's have a quick look. So this might be a little bit of a mess for us because we can't actually run it through there. Exactly where I wanted it is not where it's going to go. So what I am kind of wondering is whether we add an extension from here that runs along this side. Ultimately what we can do is we can run this one and join it somewhere over here, or actually just extend it. And we still don't have a rail connection though. That's also very interesting. The other one we should probably look at purchasing at some point is maybe this section over here. Actually that's not going to give us much either. So the way the tiles are set up at the moment is not kind of dealing too well with what we're after. Look at that, working like a charm. There's almost no problematic traffic occurring over here anymore. Oh, we're running out of water. We need to extend just our water connection. There we go. That should solve your problems over there. Okay, now. So the two things that I'm considering here is actually connecting that through over here and grabbing a bit of a area for the ore mining. Or alternatively to extend this area over here on this side, and maybe that's what we do. Maybe we've gone a little bit overboard with buying tiles just yet. So let's extend these roads over here. Okay, good, and that kind of looks a little bit cool for us. So what I might do is I might actually have one road that we're going to try and extend through here. Okay, and yeah, something like that. It's not the straightest, but that's exactly what it is. A little bit more a natural alignment over there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and grab the dirt roads. And for these we're just going to kind of do like this and like that and maybe maybe like so, and like so, and yeah, even a piece like this. We'll do a similar arrangement over here and over there. Yeah, I'm not sure that's necessarily what we're after, but that would work, and even this is going to work for us like so. And what we could do is we could actually tie that one back in there, and maybe do the same with this one. Yeah, so now it's not those very straight roads anymore, but there is a bit of a road space. So let's grab our district tool. We'll grab the Barlow square and we'll extend it to fill in this area. We'll grab our water supply. We will run it down our main roads as much as possible. There we go, so that's up and running. I'm not sure how our power situation is at. So we've got a bit of power spilling over from that side, but let's first see what we can do about this. Let's do a bit of that, and a bit of that, and do like so, and like so. In there. Yeah. It's filling it up a little. Good stuff. Let's fill up all of this and all of that. If we keep it off the main roads a little, it's going to help our traffic situation. So that's kind of the intention of what I've got going on over here. And in that sense, we can still do maybe do a little bit of a commercial section somewhere. Because these people actually kind of work here and so on, so they actually, there's a few small commercial shops that run the frontage like this could work, and the same thing on this side. Just run a few areas, run the frontage a little bit on this road right there. So there you go. There's a few commercial spots over there, so that's gonna grab a little bit more of our industrial demand, and at some point we can also extend and connect one of these or a new road that runs like this into there, that these tie into. That can also work for us. Excellent. So we didn't do a lot in this episode just yet. Shall we look at further expanding this area? Okay, there's still a fair bit of commercial demand. So what I'm thinking is that, grab me my district, so Highlands. So this area over here can just be very standard commercial, but I was kind of thinking maybe what we do is we do a little bit of high density commercial, just a little tad of it over here, and then we go back to the lower density ones to fill in that section on that road over there. So we'll pop in a bit higher density commercial areas like this. So what the hell is this? This is mega store. It's a mega store. There we go, a mega store. On the other hand, what we can also do is we can start filling in this side, but I'm thinking again this is just gonna be the low density stuff right there. That's great. That is great. At some point we'll need to expand our office offering as well. Wondering about giving these a little bit of access over there. So now, as you can see, there is absolutely no traffic problem anymore. This road section here is fairly busy. Both of these are fairly busy. I'm kind of wondering if at some point we can actually divert some of these roads to become one-ways. I don't think we'd ever want to do that one as a one-way, but maybe this and that one as two one-ways. But then, of course, what we'll do is we'll probably split it over here and have a one-way running that way and the other way coming this way, and then we'll widen that to be a bigger road. Yeah, that could do. Oh, look at these buildings. They are looking great. These the Rosewood district with its self-sustainable buildings. They are looking very cool. So this is really nice. Really, really nice. Okay, the next step for us is also to add, in my mind, a few. Hang on, let's just go back to the districts. There's a few more commercial areas over here, but from a commercial point of view, you really only have this. I'm wondering if you probably can't do both specializations. So I think at this side, I'm just going to go with the specialization we have, and what we'll do is we'll start popping in a few more of these kind of plots over here. See how they kind of expand over here. Yeah. How does that look? See if you can fill that out for us. Yeah, there they go, immediately popping in. Oh, the other thing that I was kind of keen on doing is actually go back to this, drop out that one, and let's see about getting a bit of a beach going over here. We have I'm pretty sure we have like a fishing island. We have a bit of a beach area. Yeah, local beach. Wow. Is that how we're gonna do it though? Something like that? No. Hang on. Come on. Let's fix the water now. How does this work? Oh, almost there. Almost at it. Turn it. There we go. Let's have a look at that. How does that work? That is exactly right. Look at that. Very nice little area we have over here. Absolutely, that is very good. Now give me some water connections. So if we connect our water up here, that should solve some of that. Yeah, you're going to have water now. Ooh, we're running out of water. We've run out of power. Out of water, out of power. What's the issue? Not enough electricity. Okay, pause. Let's have a quick look. How can you... Oh, if you don't have water, you can't get... What the hell, guys? What about a big catch-22 situation we have right over there? So what does this mean? Not enough electricity. So if I look at this, right? We're dropping the electricity a little bit, but at the moment that's being dropped because of the solar power not getting it, and then because this doesn't have electricity, that's not working. So how the hell is that? Jeez, that is insane. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to power these things off their own little 6,000. How much is this one? 12,000 for 17. So what I'll do is we'll power these off of their own, and then I'm going to get rid of that. Right, so now we're going to break that vicious cycle, and we should resolve all of our water and power issues by doing that. Look at that, a bit of flooding due to our new little wind turbine that's going on over here, as we're getting a decent 20 megawatt output over there. That's looking good. That's looking really good. We still have a very big demand over here for industrial. So what I might do is I might actually start a bit of an industrial connection that runs through here also. So that's the zone. I'm kind of thinking maybe what I should do is I should trim this a little bit back. Alright, if we trim that back to that road, we might see how that goes over there. But then on this side, what we'll do is we need a we might need some police. But what we could do over here is we actually now need to get this road connection. And are we gonna... I am wondering, maybe what we should do is actually run a bit of a boulevard. Right, so if I grab that spot over there, good stuff, and then what we'll start to do is we'll start to turn it to go do something like that. Yeah, perfect. Why are we constantly running out of water? You're what? You're not producing enough water? Do we just, our water availability is poor. That's just generally the problem that we have. What is this? A pumping service. The pumping service has a fleet of vacuum. Oh, okay, now that's a kind of a more of an emergency situation kind of thing. And this water treatment plant, that's just kind of the other stuff. So let's just grab an extra one of these, pop it out there, and connect it up here. And I think that should still have enough power, I'm hoping. And now water should no longer be a big problem. Grab me my standard roads over here, and I'm thinking just gonna connect them into this. This might be a little tight to actually then still include something on that side. So what I'll do as a kind of a final piece for this episode, I will quickly tie in this one on this side, same as on that side. Because this is 2 lanes though, I might see if I've got a connection that'll work for that. So over here, so we're looking for 4, 2 and 2. Yeah, 4, 2 and 2 is an option over here. So if we turn this thing, oh, we probably need to pause the game a little, and let's get rid of bit like that. So go in here, do that one. Okay, if we do that, it looks funny. So I'll try and sort that out a bit. This is going to be pretty sharp over here. Let's have a quick look about how we do that. Give me the 2 lanes. And that's very tight. That is extremely tight. So what we might do is, I'm just going to move it, and what we'll do is we're going to bend that a little. Okay, something like that is going to work for us. On the other side, we want to grab do we have more of this? 2, 5. Okay, so we've got 2 and 1 into 3, 2 and 2 into 4. I think 2 and 2 into 4 is what we're after, and then we'll drop 1. So that's what this is going to have to be. And I'm thinking, yeah, something like this. And then I'll also need to kind of get rid of that one and do the other piece. We'll get to that now. So the other piece that I'm after is the 4 to 3. The dropper line from, hang on, this one, 4 to 3. That's the one that I'm after. And now, for some reason, it's saying the distance is too short. And I have Anarchy on. Not sure what's going on with Anarchy. This should be sufficient in any way, shape or form. Really? Why is that being a problem? Let's try the other ones. I've got a number of these things. So 4 to 3, that's saying distance too short too. I'll have to sort out what my Anarchy is up to at this point. So Anarchy is actually on. What is this? Toggle road collision. Right? If we play around with that, is that causing us more or less difficulty? More difficulty. All of these things are not working. 4 to 3. Bastards. Okay, well, for now, I'll see about in between episodes to see if I can't figure that out a little. For now, what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of tie it in there. I know that's not quite right, but I just need to finish this one off. And now on this side, okay, so let's why am I Okay, switch on Anarchy for me, or road collision. Anarchy, switch it on. Do that. Let's grab. I need the other one too. Switch it back off. Okay, so there we go. Now let's just grab, move it, and fix all of these things. So if we kind of do this, right? That's kind of okay. But what we probably need to do is just sort this out a little. There we go. This is a little bit tight though. So if we pull this, in which direction are we gonna? Seems like we might actually be almost resolving it right over here. There we go. I think that's kind of okay. That is kind of okay. It's not perfect. Maybe if we tweak this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Move it off. Oh, we still need to tweak this side a little bit, because over here it's looking a little bit wonky. Can we... Wow. Can we... Oh, look at that. Look at that. I think that's looking good. Not perfect, but good. So, now, let's quickly grab this and finish it off. Over here, so... From here you can do that. From here you can do either that or that. And from here you need to do that. Then from here you go there. Actually, this might not work because that is looking like a bit of a disaster. This might not work. I'll have to have another look at that. This one, my friends, you're only gonna go in here. There's no point in doing the other movements. And this is also still a bit wonky, so I'll come back to this just a little bit. Okay, you guys, not cool. What? Oh, it's that one. Again with the wonkiness. We're a little bit worried about that. These look okay, so I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Okay, so take president off here. Let's have another quick look at move it. Can we what can we do? A little bit like this, right? That's probably about right. There we go. So that's our setup over here. So that's going to be it. Let's open that up and see if we get some traffic, and then I will call it an end to the episode. So all of this kind of running. We've got a little bit of wonkiness. Stop saying wonky. So we've got a little bit of action going on over here. We've got some people making the move over there. This is also where we could potentially start looking at some other road options for this access point over here. But anyway, in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at a type of anarchy that's going to help us out with this the stuff that I've got. Those kind of road flaring sections that's not working at the moment, but I think this is pretty decent, if I must say so myself. Okay guys, if you've liked this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got some questions, leave them in the comments, and as always, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.